However, that all changed 60 years ago, when the Institute raided Vault 111 and found our son, Sean. They used his untampered pre-war DNA to make a breakthrough that allowed them to create the Generation 3 synth, which is so sophisticated, it's almost indistinguishable from an actual person. Members of the Railroad believe these Gen 3 synths are sentient living people and deserve the same rights as any normal human. Thus, they oppose the Institute for manufacturing them and forcing them to do their bidding. The earliest records we have confirming the existence of the Railroad date back to the year 2266, roughly 21 years prior to the events of Fallout 4. The Railroad is likely much older than this, but it's said that in 2266, the Institute discovered their old headquarters and destroyed everything, almost completely wiping out the entire underground organization. However, there were two survivors, a man named Johnny D, and a more experienced agent calling himself Wyatt, and they went on to restart from scratch. As you know, they specialize in rescuing synths that wish to be freed on an individual basis. They are somehow tipped off to a droid that wants out and extract them before wiping their memories and helping them build new lives as real people. Usually, the Railroad tries to make sure that these synths are starting new lives outside of the Commonwealth, and their favorite place to take them.
Hello? Is, anyone here? Hello? Is, anyone here? Hello? Is, anyone here? Hello? Is, anyone here? Hello?
3, 2, 1, go!
Hello? Is, anyone here?
If you turn up, you're dead.
Three, two, one, go!
Hello? Is, anyone here? Oh, fucking God.
This is all wrong. Line up the crystals here. Pups?
Three, two, one, go!
Hello? Is, anyone here? Oh, fucking God.
You'll be lucky too.
Don't move. Stop right there.
Three, two, one, go! I'm liking it so far.
Don't do anything stupid.
Old timey? I'm not that old. Ah, how's that for an old head?
Three, two, one, go!
Hello? Is, anyone here? Oh, fucking God.
down, asshole.
You know, there's like Rule 34, right?
Hey, how's it going? Ever heard about this game called League of Legends? Well, you're hearing about it now. Check it out. Each game you get put into a team of 5.
Getting freaky on a Friday night yet.
Attention gamers. Man, I wish I found this program sooner. Outplayed records highlights of your game completely.
3, 2, 1, go!
What happened here? Useless. Useless.
Ambushed on the road. We're outnumbered 5 to 1. Barnum, report.
Force down to 5%!
We'll have to scuttle the armor. We can't let them have it.
Fire him!
Damn it. Aspen set the self-destruct. Ferris, fall back. We'll head for the old military base, then try to make it to our holdout. The code will be our call sign. All right, move, move, move!
you. Don't you?
3, 2, 1, go!
Getting freaky on a Friday night yet. Getting freaky on a Friday night yet. Getting freaky on a Friday night yet.
Bob and Bosip. You know them, the world-hopping, Minecraft-loving, best-friend tag team we faced off with in their expanded mod. But how well do we really know them? Here's 10 things about Bob and Bosip. And Blue Skies, and Mini Shuey.
Wait, while he's distracted, look at these wacky numbers. Okay, thanks, bye.
And Ron. Versus Bob and Bosip was developed by artist and YouTuber Amor Ultra, who acted as a manager for the mod team. Amor employed the help of many friends to make this mod as much of a collaborative effort as possible. With the help of Yosh Exists, Cerbera, and Ash as co-managers, they managed to gather well over 30 people to play a part in development. Artist and animator The Masked Chris from Starlight Mayhem and We Deleted You as lead animator, assisted by Typical Emerald. Blue Skies, Netba, Scorchvix, Oya, and Rebecca Doodles alongside Amor for art, and Chaos Curve on the original logo. Musicians include Hardoff, who made the song Split, DPZ, who made Jump In based on H. Jaffad's concept song, Groovy Brass, and Yap Squad, Sir Hadouken, who made the version 1.0 menu music, Splatterdash, who made Swing, Conscious, Intertwined, and the tutorial remix, and Vlusky, who provided vocals for Split. And there's even a credit for Boom Kitty, who worked with Amor Ultra previously on Geometry Dash. Many of the voice actors represent their own in-game OCs, but those that don't include Mike the Magic Man as Bob, and Sibo as Bosip, Mangu Pop as Ash, Cougar McDowell as the background voices, and Cerberus as left and right heads, Astro Squid as Girlfriend, and Aether DX as the voice of Ron. Writers for the mod include Juniper with Corrupt Z as an assistant writer, and Melty and Rakurai as dialogue writers. And there's a credit to Gyrocopter for the Bob Takeover concept design. The mod was programmed by Ash and charted by Cerbera. There's even credits for Dunko and Pizza Pancakes, who made the first and second trailers for the mod respectively, and a massive list of special thanks. Needless to say, the organization of all these developers must have been a huge undertaking, one that resulted in a pretty high quality mod. Bob and Bosip's design, color palette, and icons are all based on Amor Ultra's favorite Geometry Dash skin and ship respectively. Before Versus Bob and Bosip, Amor was a small-time YouTuber with content focused mostly on Minecraft and Geometry Dash. Dash, most well known for their collaborative level, PP, with musician Boom Kitty. Since the beginning, Amore's branding has been centered around this color palette, even outside of Geometry Dash. These loving nods to the mod creator's favorite game are even apparent in mod, as there's a Geometry Dash sound effect when losing as Bob against, well, Bob.
Superhuman powers. They are not a blessing on our world, but the beginning of its...
Amore also released an image containing the entire Bob family, all of which are based on different Geometry Dash forms, and follow the same naming motif. For example, Bo Sip is a combination of Bob and Ship. So down the line we have Bobble, Bofo, Bowave, Bobot, and my personal favorite, Boater. Hey, Boater! The entirety of Versus Bob and Bosip takes place on the mod creator's computer. When first booting up, the classic Friday Night Funkin' opening is replaced with a zooming shot of a duo monitor screen being turned on. From there, the player can select any of the options available on the usual menu, but through a different interface. Having to use the mouse to click applications like on a regular desktop instead of cycling through options with the arrow keys. These applications include Bob and Bosip, which starts the mod as usual, a gallery of official and fan-made art, quick access to the options menu, player statistics, and a built-in sound test. In the story, Bob and Bosip attempt to travel to the end in Minecraft, but instead end up in Friday Night Funkin', both of which are applications on Amore's computer. As it turns out, it was Amore's plan from the beginning to include these characters in a mod by physically sending them from one game to another. That would have been a lot easier than the actual effort they put into the mod. The In the Background week features the original characters and many of the mod's developers as opponents. These opponents in order are artists Blue Skies, YouTuber Mini Shui, artist J Ghost and Cerberus, mod programmer Ash, and mod charter Cerbera. Any of the characters present in the mod, not including Anders, can appear on the main menu alongside the title of their week. Before the full release of Bob and Bosip, Amore Ultra made a tweet asking people to send them their OC so that they could be added as background characters to the In the Background week. The tweet received an abundance of replies, but only 18 characters out of the over 170 replies were selected for the week. These characters include Sunny from Amore, representative of YouTuber Gedgecoin, versus Bob creator Phlox, and the custom cube of YouTuber Blueski / layout person whose channel art was done by Amore themselves. Versus Bob and Bosip was one of the few mods to initially lock the free play menu. After the main Bob and Bosip week is completed, the free play menu becomes available. From here, the player can select a fourth difficulty known as EX. EX features new remixes of their respective tracks and changes the sprites of the opponents as well as boyfriend and girlfriend to their EX variant. EX difficulty also now includes a crowd of people separate from the In the Background week, though it does feature a few cameos of characters from that week. This is because this new crowd consists of the developers of the mod. Currently, only the Bob and Bosip week songs are available in this difficulty, but Amore Ultra has dropped teaser tweets about EX variants of the In the Background week characters as well. The Bob Takeover week was designed with help of the original creators of every Friday Night Funkin' mod ever, Phlox and Wildy Thomas. The Bob Takeover week was modeled after every Friday Night Funkin' mod ever and is paced incredibly similar, referencing many of the mechanics of their respective mod. These references include the motif of their own songs and Little Man's, the distracting sad SpongeBob meme of Bob, Bosip, boyfriend, or Amore whenever a Vine boom goes off, and occasional moments of impossible to play rapid notes. If the player tries to play this week on any difficulty but hard, Bob's eye will stare at the player and shake the screen before switching the difficulty back, similar to the mod they originate from. Additionally, if the player has the streaming software OBS open during Ron Sip's dialogue, he'll say, "This isn't a joke. Stop your OBS recording and get me the fuck out of here." Each character in Versus Bob and Bosip has their own unique countdown, voiced by their respective character, and different colored arrows to match the color scheme. Bob has blue arrows, Bosip has oranges and yellows, Blue has blue and white, Mini Shui has greens, J Ghosts are red, Ash and Cerbera's arrows are white and black / purple respectively, depending on who's singing. Intertwined is a unique song in that it's one of the few to change the note color mid-turn, as both opponents are singing at once, intertwining the two custom arrow sets. And finally, during their song split, Amore's arrows are replaced with ASWD keys, as he's playing on an actual keyboard against boyfriend on his computer, and this is the standard alternate control scheme for the base game. Amore's PC monitor, keyboard, and microphone all change color depending on which note is being pressed. If I were sitting in that chair, it would be DFJK. That's right, guys, I finally stopped playing one-handed with the arrow keys like a monkey. Since the Masked Chris worked on Bob and Bosip as the lead animator, their character CJ from Starlight Mayhem is referenced throughout the game. CJ's sprite sheet can be found in the game files next to all the other characters, likely because he was originally supposed to replace Boyfriend for a turn during Bob's song Jump Out a Window, as heard in the official OST on Amore's channel. before being replaced by Anders in the final product due to typical Emerald's involvement in the project. CJ can also appear on the main menu in laughs when pressing I, J, K, L, an alternate control scheme for WASD. CJ is also in the car that hits Ron Sip in Ronald McDonald Slide alongside Ruby, and he appears in the game's credits. The ending cutscene of Bob and Bosip seems to imply that there would be some kind of continuation of this story. More Ultra has teased a week 2 for Bob and Bosip, which will include the characters Bofo and Bobble, named after Amore's Geometry Dash UFO and Ball. Though Bobble can be selected through the debug menu, attempting to play as/against him will crash the game due to the fact that the assets don't exist. Other teasers include crossover weeks similar to Bob's Takeover, like a Versus Matt crossover, Versus Imposter, and a teaser image featuring CJ from Starlight Mayhem. And that's 10 things about Bob and Bosip. I hope you enjoyed. This video is the first for me, as the mod creator Amore Ultra asked me to cover it, so I really hope I did it justice. I had a lot of fun working on this video, and I'm excited to see where you guys take Bob and Bosip in the future. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time.
Today, I'll be looking into the mod to try and figure out what is going on, as well as tell you some lore and fun facts I've received from the creator. There's quite a bit to get through here, so let's get started by giving some background on what Trolge is, and then I'll go through the events of the mod itself. So, we are all familiar with Trolge incidents, but where did they come from? Well, the original Trollface came from a Rage comic made in 2008. It spread through all the forums used back then and was basically a mainstream meme for quite some time. One day though, it faded into obscurity. Of course, everyone still knew what it was, but just didn't really care for it. Well, how did it make a return? In a way nobody could have ever expected, that's for sure. Trolge incident memes describe incidents involving troll-face entities committing unimaginable acts of violence. I'm sure you've been intimidated after all. Yes, Mr. Trollolo reveals what he had planned for the day, that being singing. They decide to sing Glad, one of Girlfriend's favourite songs, and so it begins. After Glad, Mr. Trollolo's chest begins to feel heavy. He assumes it is just allergies and decides to sing again, saying he will take a rest afterwards. He chooses to sing, and I quote, a song from when I used to sing for healing soldiers. Throughout Prepare, we hear Mr. Trollolo coughing repeatedly, and it gets more frequent as the song goes on. I think we are calling an ambulance. His face goes blank, and he falls down completely. Girlfriend and boyfriend assume he is dead when suddenly he gets up again, but something is terribly wrong. We hear Mr. Trollolo for the last time before he truly dies, begging for help. It's too late though. The Trolge has broken through. During Evacuate, the Trolge sings a lot more intensely than Mr. Trollolo, as he has the intent to kill, rather than it just being a friendly sing-along. He swings his axe towards Boyfriend, and if you hit the axe notes, you instantly die. After Evacuate, we see the final cutscene. Boyfriend and Girlfriend are running away from the Trolge when he suddenly slips on a drink Boyfriend had brought with him. He calls out saying, "Don't you want to help poor old Uncle T?" I think even Boyfriend and Girlfriend understand at this point that Mr. Trollolo is long gone. They continue to run away and go out a door. They aren't exactly in the place they expected to be though. Somehow, instead of being outside of Mr. Trollolo's house, they are in the Aurora Woods. As Girlfriend pleads to her dad to come find them, the camera continues to pan out until a figure comes into view, and then the screen cuts to black. Okay, what does any of this mean? Why did Mr. Trollolo die and turn into the Trolge? What is the Aurora Woods? How did that door take Boyfriend and Girlfriend into the Aurora Woods? Who is this guy? I'm going to answer all that and more right now, so let's get started. So, if we are looking for answers, we need to start with another Trollface mod. I'm sure you're aware of it. Yes, the Blue Balls incident. You probably heard that these two mods were separate from each other, but during the development of Friday Night Incident, after the creators had a chat, this was changed. Anyways, if we go to Malicious Bunny's YouTube channel, the creator of the Blue Balls incident, their latest video is them playing Friday Night Incident. If we check the description, they say that Friday Night Incident is canon, but not in the timeline of Blue Balls incident. However, the troll containment facility still exists within the Friday Night Incident universe. What is the troll containment facility? Well, if you remember from the beginning and end of the Blue Balls incident, we get a little insight into it. We see that Derpina from the facility assigned Boyfriend, aka Agent Blue Balls, to go hunt down a trollage. At the end of the mod, we see several case files of what can be assumed to be upcoming troll incidents to play in the Blue Balls incident mod. A key detail here is that each of these trolls have a codename. Make sure you remember that, okay? Now, on the title screen of Friday Night Incident, if we go through past story mode in free play, we see a simple troll face. If you press enter, it opens this YouTube video. Okay, nothing really meaningful here, just a little trolling. Let's check the comments. Arthur, the creator of the mod, has left a comment with a bunch of binary. If we translate it from binary to text, it says, "So is no one gonna look in the description?" Well, let's do just that. Oh, a bunch of gibberish. Except it actually has meaning. If you put it through a base 64 decoder, we get a very long string of text. Allow me to read it to you. You've stumbled onto this video? That must mean you're searching for answers. Or you're just an idiot who got here on accident. Well, I ain't got answers, just as clueless as you are. But I can only give advice, and my first advice is to not fall under his control. He'll take you over from the inside out. You'd be lucky to even survive being near that thing. It's not like the others. This one can contaminate you by getting one small cut on you and getting its oil under your skin. It's some messed up shit. But I feel that, because of my presence in 23E, I've caused some sort of locked away evil to emerge, and that the baritone isn't going to be the only monster to show its face. Don't want to stick around to see if that's true, but I gotta. But that axe-slinging freak would be the least of your worries, cause you would need to be even more lucky after it